What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Destiny 2, and we are back in the Legend version of Seraph's Shield. We are trying to go through and solo this so that we can get all of the catalysts done for the Revision 0 Exotic Pulse Rifle. The first part of the video, we went up through the microwave room and basically kind of showed you guys where to find the first exo that'll get part 1 of the quest complete. This video is going to be a little bit shorter. We're just going to go in and do part 2, which is to get the second dead exo body to get the catalyst unlocked. You still have to complete the entire mission though, even though you get this step of the quest done, but this is step 2. I believe the mission, should you choose to accept it, part 2. This is the completion of that up until you can finish the entire thing on Legend. So we're going to go through here. I think I'm still using mostly the same build at this point. There was one point in time here where I did switch up, which you'll probably see more so in part 3, and I'll go into that a little bit more detail there. That's part 3 is really where the difficulty started to ramp up for me. So far through this initial bit, it was, I was taking it pretty slow. It's, like I said, the first time I've ever tried to really solo any content in Destiny 2, and this is actually only the second time I've ever run this mission all the way through, so I'm assuming once I do it a couple more times, I'll be a little bit more comfortable with going through it a little bit more quickly, and also probably trying to find some different weapons that let me go through and do it a little bit faster. It's kind of an interesting experience the first time you try to solo anything, especially on the Legend difficulty, so we did have our ups and downs. Getting through here, this part's really not too bad. We just kind of go through and try to get the dead exo frame and get through this part of the mission. There actually was a Rasputin node in here that I wound up having to come back and get later on when I got the resonant stems unlocked. It's in the server room off to my left here, if you're looking for that one. I think it says Orbital Station Servitor on the description of it. But we're still running through here. I was trying my stasis build with the stasis primary. Again, like I mentioned in the first video, I'm still not super up to par on how to do the armor builds quite yet. I was just kind of goofing around with some of the elemental mods, trying to get those wells to drop. But it's a work in progress. We're still learning about the whole armor system since we took a long break. Since the Witch Queen came out, I got to kind of catch up and figure out how to get into armor builds really before Lightfall comes out. But we should be able to get most of that taken care of. We're not really at a point with the game where we're trying to do that right now. I'm basically just trying to farm some weapon patterns before the new expansion comes out, and I'm also just trying to stockpile some resources for when the expansion does come out. Because what I want to make sure is when Lightfall does drop and I start getting the new armor pieces for whatever the seasonal content is, I want to make sure I'm looking for those high stat armor pieces now, and I'm going to save my resources to invest into those, and then hopefully with that expansion we'll be able to hit the ground running with the armor build system, since it's kind of hit or miss right now for us. We've kind of just got a bunch of random stuff put together, really no rhyme or reason to any of it. I have a pretty good handle on the mods, but it's like I don't know about the elemental pieces of armor other than certain mods working certain things. I know you want some for PvP, some for PvE, so I've got to kind of learn all of that stuff here before I can create some better builds for all of my characters. But anyways, this was still, like I said, just part 2 here. This part's not really that bad. If you're thinking about soloing this and you've been kind of worried about trying it, I say just go ahead and go for it. I figured I was going to be pretty bad at it, but I actually was able to get through the initial parts of the mission pretty easily. I mean, like I said, I did take my time. You can do that. You can be patient. This mission is nice. There's no champions that you really have to worry about. No timers. The only places you really do have to worry about the respawns are when you do go into some of the boss encounters. You can see there on the screen we just found the dead exo number 2 there in the vent shaft. So if that's all you're really here to check out and look at, then you are good to go. You can move on to part 3 if you are moving through this quest to try to get to the third dead exo. I'm going to show you guys where all those are, but I didn't want to make one super huge long video that I'd have to speed up. This way I can do kind of break it down into each separate part of this quest. We're going to do 1, 2, we'll do parts 3 and 4, and then we'll do the final boss battle so you guys can see that. There's a nice spot you can hide up in the corner and just kind of cheese it, so to speak. You're still kind of in danger from the stasis grenades, but it was a spot I found that was pretty easy to sit in just to go through the different damage phases there. But Hope you guys are enjoying this. As I said, first solo attempt at anything, so it's going to get pretty bad here. The spacewalk part's going to be pretty hilarious. We're going to die quite a bit there, and it's just going to be pretty funny. But like I said, I'm pretty trash right now at the game. It's going to take me a while to get back into Destiny form, so be gentle on the comments. No, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm sure a lot of you guys have gone through and done this pretty quickly, and you're going to be like, dude, how did this take you so long? You know, this is so easy, but I get it. It's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. But anyways, guys, always hope you all are having a great day. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.